on Destiny 2 and the new powers discussion and what to expect from the beta that's coming out soon, and also the new Call of Duty World War 2 and the possibilities in that game, such as supply drops and competitive, etc., and also zombies and other co-op modes. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And this is Rated Awesome, King
Hello.
Jammy, and Digital Maths as well.
Hello!
Right, we start the game.
Yeah,
Alright,
if you
can't
go
do.
to
So if,
Oh, yeah,
we're
we'll
going
be
to be
playing,
playing some.
Playing some gun game and other game modes over the podcast as well.
Over the
So what do you want
course
to talk about
of
first?
the stream. Right,
What do you
so
want to talk about first? Destiny or?
let's talk about. I reckon we should talk about Destiny first. Get the big chunks out of the way first.
Yeah.
Boy,
So,
Destiny, you know.
What aspects do you want to talk about? The trailer,
Well,
the
it's been revealed that the beta starts in like 8 days or so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the 18th.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of shit. Like, gonna be like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you know, people are gonna be like finding new shit about it. Like the Crucible. I've said like
Yeah,
about
they're gonna be
17 times.
especially the people that are really into it, they're going to be playing it quite a lot, finding
Yeah.
out what's new compared to the Destiny 1, and stuff like that, new guns, etc.
Definitely going to be rinsing Destiny beta.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I can't wait. But I actually,
Yeah, I'm more
like,
of a...
I really hope they put a raid in it almost, just so I can see what's like going to be going on. But I'm
Yeah.
not actually that bothered
Yeah.
about the PvP. Just if they put a raid in it, I think that'd be amazing. Just to
Yeah,
get
so-
a good
Oh, what, in the
feel for
beta?
what's going to be. Yeah, I can't imagine they would, but if they did, I think that would be like a ground-breaking beta.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It would also
Just-
get like the hype up a bit more, wouldn't it? If you could actually like experience one of the
That's
main
it.
Oh,
parts,
hell
I
yeah.
guess.
Do you know
Getting
what? Like,
people...
even if they put like an old raid in, but with the new, like with the new graphics and the new system, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
mind that.
Like,
Yeah, that'd be pretty
if,
cool.
If you put in a raid or like a strike or something in the beta, just to get
Yeah,
people into
there's
it.
gonna be a strike in it, I believe. There's gonna be Crucible, and there's
Oh,
gonna
awesome.
be, I think it's gonna be the first story mission you saw in the trailer, I believe.
That's sick.
So yeah, people are gonna be like, you know, probably gonna try and get like the best loot so far, and then you know that sort of shit.
That's pretty sick.
To be honest, I can't wait till the Crucible. I reckon the abilities will be a lot more fun.
I mean, yeah,
I guess.
I'm more of a multiplayer guy myself, so Crucible's the one thing I'm really looking forward to. You know?
I mean, the strike
You know
would
what I mean?
actually be kind of fun. The strike would be kind of fun. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, the raids and the strikes and all of that are the main aspect of the game, but... I mean,
Oh, PvP is definitely a main aspect as well.
oh yeah. It's like two separate things though, isn't it? It's like... It's nothing like Call of Duty and you got a campaign and then it's nothing like that. It's sort of a...
It's more like
multiplayer
co-op.
aspect in itself, isn't it?
From
yeah.
what I understand, they put more campaign aspects into the game.
How are you
Have
not
they?
dead?
Like apparently they're like really focusing on the campaign now. Like they
Oh,
want
that's
people
right.
to actually play it. Like as before, people weren't really interested. Like they just did it to level up, but you could do
Yeah.
like you could literally do that in PvP anyway, and strikes.
Plus,
Yeah,
also,
that's
wasn't the
it.
campaign like supposed to be like really short, not really that good?
What in Destiny
I'm not
1?
sure.
Yeah, Destiny 1.
Yeah, the Destiny 1 campaign was awful. Like
Yeah.
even with the DLCs, I thought it was still terrible. So
Fair dues. So hopefully it's a lot better.
I'm not like someone who normally plays campaigns, but
No, I'm-
Destiny campaigns co-op, so that's actually cool. Like we can all just jump in and play it off the bat, but while we
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but I found leveling up in the last game quite tricky. Like, it took a long time to get to level 40, you know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but that's probably just because I'm pretty shit at the
It's
game.
like, yeah, but I think we'll have the same problem as well. Like when you're new to the game, you have to find like the quickest ways to like level up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Like once you've done all the missions and stuff like that, you know like that you can just, you know, if you grab all the bounties, you do the bounties while you're doing missions, you level up really quickly.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know if they're following the same like bounties kind of thing, then
Yeah,
we can probably level up nice and quick like that as well. But
yeah, that's it.
yeah, the leveling is normally quite slow.
Yeah, especially to start as well. Like,
Yeah, it's like-
you know.
Destiny's a completely different game compared to anything else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, completely. Like when Destiny 1 first came out, it was a
Yeah.
horrible game compared to what it is now. But they
Oh
have
yeah,
improved
they've
it
added
a lot.
so much. I just hope that even though I'm getting the £90 version, like for most people, they won't want to spend that much money. A lot of the last game was DLC, so
Yeah.
Well, that £90 version, I think, I think it's like £90, isn't it? Is
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's expansion pack 1 and 2.
Right.
So any old Destiny player will be buying that, I can imagine.
yeah,
But if I was new, I wouldn't bother because you don't know what to expect from the game.
no.
Hmm.
I mean, unless you've got a fair amount of money stacked up, you wouldn't want to pay £90 for a game that you've never played before, would you?
Hell no.
No.
And that's the thing as well. Like, it's not an open beta. It's an open beta that you actually pay for. So it's
No,
not that you can just experience
well-
it without playing the game.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
beta
yeah.
on the
That's it.
18th is open.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
open.
that's for
That's the open
people
one.
that paid for it.
No,
Ah, I
it's,
see, I
it's,
never
the
knew
open,
that.
it's the open beta.
So what was the?
I think the pro
When's
beta is
the closed
later
one?
on. I think that's
Are you
later
sure
on.
about that? Because
I'm pretty
if you
sure, yeah.
literally- Like, if you look at the pre-ordered game, it
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
says exclusive access to the to the open beta on the 18th.
Yeah.
No, but I think there's I think there's a beta, like, you know, later on.
Oh, so we have we have an exclusive open beta for players, and then there'll be an open one later.
Oh,
yeah,
fair
I think
enough.
so.
Because like they originally did do that. They originally had an open beta for everybody.
I think it's
But did
open.
they?
I'm pretty sure it's open.
No.
Yeah, so like the
I
new
think that
powers.
would make sense.
Yeah.
I'd say they're just banking on the fact that they could get like a lot more people to buy the game if they have an exclusive open beta.
Or actually, I've just had an idea. They might have just done the open beta first because think about it. Once you've played a game, you get to be like, oh, I might not have enjoyed this game earlier. Now I do enjoy it now that I've played it. I want to pre-order it to play it more earlier. They could have done that,
Hmm.
Yeah,
and therefore
well, I mean,
getting more sales.
that's always like my mentality is I can get to play the game. Like some people might not pre-order it, and I get to play it before them. So therefore I'll end up being better than them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I want to. I mean, I haven't done it at the moment because I prefer Call of Duty to Destiny.
Yeah.
I always feel that beta is quite a big help, if you know what I mean, rather than going.
Well, it gets you
Going
used to the
in
game,
sort
doesn't it? So like you'd
Yeah,
understand.
like rather than going in blind, if you know what I mean. So you're going in first game, don't know what you're doing, etc. At least people who've already played the beta have already got.
I don't think
already
it's
taken
that-
the game.
it's that bad with Call of Duty though, because like a lot of Call of Duty games are the same.
Yeah,
like,
I suppose.
There's no like swap over control wise, or like
Hmm.
the in-game mechanics don't swap that hard. Whereas like from Destiny 1 to 2, there is like that's a big overhaul.
Oh
So
yeah.
like the game will feel different for everybody. Whereas like I don't feel like I know Black Ops 3 has got jumping and stuff like that in it, but I don't feel like if I swap from Black Ops 3 to World War 2, I'll be any worse of a player than I am now.
Yeah, I
No.
suppose. I mean, it'll feel
I actually
real
feel like I'd be
weird for
better.
a couple of days, but
Yeah, because you're not
I
used
mean-
to having boots on the ground, like especially with advanced warfare and all that sort of shit. Like,
yeah. So
you know,
I mean,
I've saw.
Destiny's like. Go on. Yeah, go on. Go on.
I was just gonna say I've gotten like used to like this whole movement now, and I'm like, I probably will do better when it's boots on the ground because
Yeah.
obviously it's a lot more, I guess, predictable. If you know what I mean,
Hmm.
like you're not gonna expect someone to like fucking fly 50 feet in the air.
No.
Whoa.
I mean,
Also,
Destiny's still going to be the same, innit? You're still going to get that advanced sort of movement.
yeah, yeah.
Which is why. it's going to be easier in that aspect, but still.
Also, we start up another game.
Oh yeah, of course we can. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, like the new powers as well. That's gonna be definitely
I
interesting,
was
like
about to say that.
PvP, because like
Yeah, I was
the
about
whole
to say that.
shield thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the
Like, in
Titans
the
look really good. I honestly think they're all going to be broken in PvP.
Like in the trailer, the Solar Warlock class, like Dawnblade, is it? Is that the one?
Oh, the sword.
Yeah, that's him. Like he looked pretty good, and there's like I heard there's going to be a new like Titan class, it's Sentinel or something like that.
Or the
Is that
shield.
right?
Shield.
Which is basically like Captain America in Destiny, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I reckon some
So
of these
it'd be
powers are
interesting
gonna
to
be.
see what that character's like.
Yeah, I reckon
So-
the powers can be. I reckon there's gonna be. I'm hoping there's gonna be like two, if you know what I mean. So like, obviously you had the shield, but I'm hoping there's gonna be one like more passive. So like the bubble, for example,
Yeah.
from Destiny, like for the Titan, or like at least make them not as like as disgusting as they could be. Because if their sword's gonna be one shot, like the hammer back in Destiny 1, then a lot of people are gonna be rocking that for PvP, aren't they? Like.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, I don't really know loads about the new classes, because I mean, you guys know way more about Destiny than me. It'd be interesting to find out like what each one does and how it's different to each one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I just can't wait till I actually find out what's strongest, because then I actually know like in time for when the game releases like what I want to play.
Oh yeah. Because then you can choose. Oh, do I want to play Titan? Do I want to play? You know, like the Warlock or whatever
Yeah, Warlock kind of.
sort of class. Because before I was Titan, like I didn't play Destiny 1 loads, but I didn't use Hunter or whatever. I was only a Titan class because that's what I preferred. Those sort of guns. I wasn't too confident with the bow, but I mean I didn't have it from the start. So now I've got it from the start. I'll be able to progress and use each sort of like Warlock, Titan, etc.
Yeah. Well,
Because I have more time.
eventually you probably have one of each, but
Oh yeah, the max level one of each. Would be pretty cool. Because
I actually still think the best way to do it, right, is find like two that you like and two that you're good with, and then like have one that's your main and then have one that's like you have two on.
Yeah.
Because if you have two of the same class, you can get you can literally get the best gear. Because you can do everything twice, like you can raid twice on like hardcore, normal on that character.
Yeah.
Because like I've had one of every class before, and it's like it's such a grind.
Oh yeah, but especially I mean I don't know, but I'm gonna guess the Hunter one was a pretty big grind because that's probably the hardest one to use on the machine.
It's Hunter's hardest to level by far.
Yeah.
But not. It's definitely not like in Destiny 1. It wasn't the hardest to use. It's probably the easiest to use. I think.
Oh wow.
But
well,
like
the Hunter...
I started Destiny off with a Titan, and I literally mastered it like in PvP, and like I literally did like challenge mode and everything to the highest level of my Titan. So like the fact that Titans are looking pretty, I think they look like they're going to be really strong in Destiny 2. So like I'm definitely leaning towards getting a Titan on straight away.
Yeah. I mean that's what I think I'll rock straight away, just because that's what I used in Destiny 1, and then yeah. And plus I prefer having an automatic gun, you know what I mean? Instead of single shot or burst fire.
Well, no, the guns are, you know, anyone can have whatever guns they want.
Yeah.
Have you seen like, oh god, Have you seen like the new weapon systems though? They look pretty cool.
I
Oh
haven't.
yeah, like you can have like a
personally.
grenade launcher now and shit like that.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that looks real. Like I actually really like that idea. I'm so
Yeah.
bad at sniping. Wow.
You piece of shit, Riz.
The weapons definitely do. Like, I think there'll be a lot more balanced as far as PvP goes now.
Oh yeah.
Like, assuming they keep the same like PvP ammo system, which I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they did from watching some of the gameplay. God.
Hmm.
I don't know how I hit that.
But it'd be interesting to see what goes on and how it plays out.
definitely.
I mean, you don't really know until you've played the beta, do you?
No.
You can't like judge a book by its cover straight off the bat.
I don't even think like you can even judge the beta off the bat that much because
That's why it's a beta, isn't it? It can be changed straight off.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, obviously this beta is quite close to release date, isn't it? So
Yeah.
they probably won't. It'll probably just be tweaks, like the economy tweaks. Did anyone play Destiny like when they had to tweak the economy?
Nope.
No, I wasn't that early.
So like back in the day, you used to just you used to be able to farm like most of like really easily and stuff like that, but they weren't like used as a currency. Like they weren't used as no, they were used as a currency, but they weren't used as like XP boost like they are now as
Right.
much. But like they realised that like people were just farming like strange coins like so easily, and like weapons
Yeah.
parts and armor parts were like so easy to get. Like I had like 5,000 on one character, for
Oh,
weapon
wow.
parts and like armor.
It's quite a
And
lot.
it was literally like so easy, but then they realised like it's just too easy. Like people
They
are
need to
just
step up and
hoarding
make it a lot harder. Yeah.
So that's when they put like the fact that you can buy like motes of light and what they call like spirit runes and stuff like that. They put that into the game, and like they made it a lot harder. Like the drops are really low now, aren't they, for like weapons parts
Yeah.
and like that kind of shit. Like you literally just have to like dismantle all your weapons and armor if you want to get like a good amount.
Decent
but,
stuff.
like,
Yeah, that's it.
It is better, but I think I'd almost hope that they revert the economy back a little bit just to start with. So like give people a little bit of a boost at the start.
Right. And then change it later on.
Yeah, because it's like even when I got back into Destiny and started playing Wrath of the Machine, like it's still pretty hard to just get all my gear leveled up and like put all the slots in it because I never had any weapons parts. Like I'd literally have to dismantle all my weapons for it.
This is it.
Also,
Go on. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, with Destiny 1, if you didn't know, after like the final DLC, you
Yeah.
had to own that DLC to even play like multiplayer.
Yeah.
Or I think it might have just been if your friends have that DLC, you'll have to have that DLC. But I think it is that like if you didn't have that that PLC, you couldn't play like multiplayer. And I'm really hoping they don't do that because obviously before Reese, you didn't have like the DLCs, did you?
Oh no, I didn't
So-
have any of that.
We had to like stick to like just straight up like private matches, and I just thought that's a bit, bit of a douche move, I guess. But like,
Bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like that is
Pay
almost
to
like
win.
pay to win model, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
it's-
is.
which is pretty trash.
especially for
For
a
a
game with
game
that
that
caliber
People
as
would have
well.
paid, when the game came out, probably would have been about 50 quid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you have to look at what Destiny's like where it's taken its like inspiration from, and like
Yeah.
it's definitely taken inspiration from WoW. Like you can see its systems, and like.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like in WoW, for instance, if you haven't got some DLCs and you want to play PvP, you just play PvP. Like,
I
so
suppose.
it literally does not matter. Why don't they put, like, why can't just people all play on those maps, whether it's DLC or not? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying another I mean, the price has come down now, but when DLC came out, I don't know for certain, but I expected it would have been about another 30 quid, something, probably even more, added on top of the game price already. So, you're talking about an 80, 85 quid game to get all the stuff you want to play, and, you know, do all the stuff you want to do in the game. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it is.
To just play for
yeah, man. I spent hundreds on Destiny. Like, I've literally bought all the DLCs when they've like just come out, apart from Wrath of the Machine, and that's because I kind of got a bit bored of it. But
yeah,
I'm lagging really badly.
Yeah, I have as well. Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like, you know, like the biggest edition, I guess, is like 90 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, the biggest version is 90 quid, like outright.
Well,
so to
that's on
pre-order
PlayStation. We need to swap hosts, by the way, because I actually can't. I'm like jittering everywhere I go.
Okay, we'll switch hosts after this game.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, for a game like Destiny, those aren't gonna be the final 2 DLCs. You know that for sure. Like, there's
definitely.
And on top of like the 90 quid, they're probably gonna be about 20 quid a pop, probably a bit less, maybe 15, but it still builds up. And for a game with that much, you know, especially with the previous one,
there's other games that are... Go on.
I was gonna say, like, you know, for the game to have, like, I guess, the balls to be like, oh, you have to own this DLC to even play multiplayer, a thing built into the final game. You know, that's
we're all on two bars.
Yeah, that's a pretty ballsy decision.
Well, that's because it's Activision for you. Like, that is why. Like, they know how to make their money.
DLC and that is it.
I mean, I guess that's one thing EA's done good. Like, you know, the new Battlefront 2, all the DLC's gonna be free. Like, that's pretty decent.
See, I think that's really cool. Like, that's what I like about Titanfall as well, actually. The fact that DLC is free. Like, I think that's a really good model.
Because not only does it, you know...
Like, they put cosmetics in the game. You can pay for cosmetics.
Yeah.
Like, if you
that's
have
what... Yeah, go on.
paid marketplace, but there's no pay to win, and you basically have free DLCs, then you're paying for the DLCs.
Yeah.
Through basically, like, you're helping them fund DLCs by buying their cosmetics. But, you know, like, it's actually more worth your money then, isn't it? Because you're actually getting a DLC and you're getting exactly what you want.
I mean, this is what annoyed me about Black Ops 3, in the fact that they put weapons into supply drops, and when the weapons come out, a lot of them will be quite overpowered.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to pay a lot of money to actually open all those supply drops and get that gun you want.
Me and Kai were actually discussing this ages ago, like a crypto key thing they could do. So you pay a couple crypto keys, say like 100, and you have the chance, like an extended, not an extended, but like an increased chance of getting a weapon, for example, or a guaranteed weapon bribe. Or add in a feature where you could just straight up buy the weapon with crypto keys or whatever digital currency.
Yeah.
Which I definitely think that would actually be such a better idea.
Yeah, because you probably
10 times better.
If you think about it, you get like crypto keys from buying supply drops, don't you? Like, you get, if it's a rare, you have like, you can get like 7 crypto keys as well. And if that, like, if you have that promise, like, oh, if you pay 100, you know, you can choose to buy a weapon, then that makes people want to either play the game more, or have the potential to buy more supply drops, you know. So
I'd much rather invest my time into that.
It's more worthwhile as well, and it's more rewarding to get...
We don't feel like you're getting mugged off.
Yeah, that's it. You spend all that time playing all the games, and then turns out you get a decal for a gun that you never use.
Yeah.
That's honestly like the worst feeling as well. Especially when it's a gun like the fucking MR6 or some shit. It's like, you know.
I was going to say, like, you're on Black Ops and you get a camo for the PO6. Like, who bloody hell uses the PO6? You know what I mean?
Or
especially
like,
if it's. I mean, you got the different grades, should I say, of
yeah, you got like legendary and
rarities.
shit
You got
like that.
epic, you got rare, you got common. Like, you see an epic like flash up, and it turns out to be one for the MR6 or something, and you've
Yeah, you're gonna be a bit
wasted a lot of
cheesed.
time. You're gonna be a bit ticked off, aren't you?
Or, once again, being cold
That's the
talking
thing,
about
like,
it.
Battlefield have that system in place now, pretty much, where you get
Right.
scraps. Like, I had a game on Battlefield earlier. Like, for instance, if you've got like a duplicate, yeah, you get scraps, but you get like the full price for the scraps.
Yeah,
that they were
that's
worth
it.
originally. So, like, I had a 270 gun, which is like the max, which is legendary, isn't it? It's orange or epic,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I had a duplicate, so I just disenchanted it for 270, and then traded it in for one I really wanted. Like, that is a no-brainer in my eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Especially if you have duplicates, so then, especially free gun, isn't it? Free.
Yeah, and some weeks they even have
Yeah.
sales on those guns, which is also cool because that means
Yeah.
like, you know, people will actually use the feature if there's a sale on.
I mean, that's what you want to do, really. I mean, if I was a game developer, I'd put the price at fairly high, and then put a sale on once every week or something, so then a lot more people would buy what they want
Yeah.
for that lower price, even though, you know, it's still a fairly high price, if you know what I mean. So then
Who's,
they make a profit, which they can go towards making DLCs, etc.
Who's
for
hosting?
free.
Do you want me to try?
Jamie, you
What,
still
you
here, by the
can-
way?
Yeah.
Just pick one.
Well,
But
you're talking about like fucking Destiny 2, and I haven't played Destiny at all.
Alright, let's go on to
Yeah.
World War II then. Speaking of supply drops
Yeah.
though, do you think there's gonna be like pay to win sort of esque things in the new game?
what, pay to win in World
So
War
like
II?
you can get weapons
Um,
in supply drops and shit. Or do you reckon it would just be cosmetics?
The thing
You
is,
can have
they're gonna keep the supply things like what they have with Black Ops.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
the way
who's
they
the
make money.
who's the creator for it? Is it Sledgehammer or Infinite? Infinity?
It's Sledgehammer. Also, I
Sledgehammer.
sent you
I mean,
invites.
Sledgehammer made
They
they
made
made,
Advanced Warfare, which was the
Advanced
original
Warfare,
supply
which
drop.
is the original supply drops. That's it. So I feel if that's their original idea, I hope they tweak it slightly.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a good
But-
idea in the start because you actually sort of got supply drops fairly quickly, and it sort of, you know, you didn't. I mean, yeah, there is the argument that some of the guns were like pretty overpowered in them, but like
Right.
you'd get one like most games, so everyone had the sort of equal chance, and I'm pretty sure you couldn't buy them at the start. So it was like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it wasn't pay to win. It was like an actual fair sort of, I guess, method. But then they made it so you could just buy them, so everyone just sort of like, you know, jumped on the train and started buying them.
Ollie, do you want to join?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we're joining you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one thing though. I saw the AMA that they were doing the other day
Yeah.
on Reddit, and they were actually like on about the fact that they're keeping the supply drops, but they're only going to keep you know, like variants, like variants with
Cosmetics.
no stats on, for instance, cosmetic variants and
Oh,
like
thank God for that.
cosmetic camos. But
Yeah.
the thing is, they've said they were going to do that in the past, and they didn't. They actually just went back on it and then put guns in the game. So they've said they're not going to put guns like that are game breaking into the game. They actually
Right.
said they're not even going to put any guns in with the supply drops, but I bet they will because they've done it before. Like they've said they were only going to put cosmetics in.
But how's that going to work though? Because it's not create a class like it, like it has been in the past. It's the
No, but the thing is, it's just name something different. If you actually look at it,
Right.
you can actually create your class on every one. The only difference is you can't change your perks.
right.
Like you have a fixed play style to the things that you're playing, like
Yeah.
whether you're a gunner or whatever, or a sniper, but you can basically swap the weapons you're using on them.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Because
So like I think everyone's kind of got the wrong like idea about it. Like it isn't you can't create your class, like you can. It's just you just can't mess around with your perks and stuff like that. Like the perks are basically fixed.
Oh, okay. So.
We're playing my Mars, by the way.
Okay.
30 seconds.
We're all picking sharpshooter. Just saying, guys.
The
Okay.
map's on.
Shit. I may have
Well,
chose the first one. Oh wait, no man, I got it back. Oh yeah, but like I was gonna say, about the supply drops. What I'm hoping is the UAV constant, by the way?
I don't know. Yeah, this is what I just downloaded, so I don't know.
You might
Jammy.
want to end it and change it, because...
No, dude, this is fine. Mars is actually better when people are chasing you. That's like originally what it was supposed to be.
Okay, well, I was gonna say about the
hide
supply
and seek.
drops. If like, have you seen in this game, you can get like attachment variants, so like it
Yeah.
changes the look of that. If they do something like that, I
Right.
think that'd be kind of cool. Because imagine like a PPSH variant where it's like sort of classic, where it's like all wooden, extended mag, like drum mag. That'd be sick. Like, you know, maybe that could be like maybe not legendary, because you know it's not really that. You know, it doesn't change much. But I reckon that'd actually be a really cool, like, you know, sort of gun to get, because obviously, you know, PPSH is pretty decent, or like, I don't know, like an MP40 variant with like a drum mag, you know, and I mean, I guess at the same time you can say, oh, if you know that could make people sort of come off it, because to get those like sort of looks, you have to get them from supply drops. But maybe throwing like,
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I...
know.
Go on, yeah.
I was
That's
gonna
what
say
I really
maybe-
like. I mean, and especially if it's just paying money. Like in Black Ops at the moment, it was good because you earn you earn things from games, didn't you? So you earned the crypto keys from games. So you didn't
Yeah.
have to pay real money. I mean, if they do that and say like not crypto keys, earn like war medals or something like that as a currency, or and then you use them, same sort of prices for like,
Or,
so you get a common and you get a rare one. I mean, I like that idea, because then you have the option whether to pay triple the amount to get a rare supply drop, or 10 crypto keys for the common one.
I think definitely take off. I know for a fact they'll use real money though to justify it. Like, they will
definitely.
definitely use like real purchases, but if they took that off, like it would solve everyone's crying, like 100%.
Oh yeah,
Only
I
you're
mean
the
a
last
lot.
one.
Or, like, for me, right? If they're
Right.
going to leave that in there, then they like the fact that we're giving them money for these supply drops. Like, take a note of other games. Like, if you're going to do that, then at least give us free DLC maps. Maybe
yeah,
not zombies, but at least give us free multiplayer maps or something. Because like a lot of other games do that. Like Destiny's doing that now because of their merc store. Like where you can buy, you know, shaders and all that kind of shit. They are giving free holiday DLC effectively. It's not DLC per se, but it's free holiday events that give people weapons, and that's funding that. Like why?
Right.
Why don't they just go for that? Like it's virtually Activision's tied into Call of Duty as well.
Sorry, I just watched fucking Jammy throw a fucking smoke into my face. I don't know why it's so funny. Reese, fucking mate. Anyway, I was gonna say, I don't know if you know about this, but Battlefield, I believe, you know the EA Play shit, or like the fucking, like, I don't know how to call it. It's like a subscription service, but it's not at the same time. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it allows you to like play shit early, like the DLCs. If they did something like that, maybe like a week before like the DLC launches, everyone gets like say a week to play it, try it out, and then at the end of it, say if they like played for say 10 matches or 20 matches, or like I don't know, meet a requirement, they could maybe get like a discount. If that makes sense, like it probably doesn't
discount
make
for
sense.
that day, or discount?
Or like just a discount on that DLC, for example. Like, you know, if they enjoyed it and like, you know, they thoroughly, you know, want to play more. Say if there's any
I
like,
don't know about you guys, but trophies on PlayStation, I feel some companies should like do stuff incorporated with them. So if you get all the trophies for the game, so you get the platinum trophy, the
Do you mean like
DLC will
Ubisoft
be
do? Like the Ubisoft Club kind of thing?
yeah, sort of like that. So you got the trophies on PlayStation. If you can get 100%, say, of the Call of Duty trophies, then you get a permanent discount on the DLCs. Because then they know that you've completed the game. So they don't want you to stop playing, so they'll give you that discount. So you buy more of their stuff, so you carry on playing their game. If you know where I'm coming from?
I actually do think that would work. Like, if I completed like the base game,
Yeah.
like I would go out and just get that trophy because I've completed the game, just so I could get a like if I could get like a 15% discount or a 25% discount on the
it'd be perfect,
DLC,
wouldn't it?
like I would definitely go out of my way to do that, and it would mean I'd be playing their game and buying their product
Yeah, that's it.
just for the sake of it.
But it's not only beneficial for the company who makes the game, in this case Sledgehammer, but for PlayStation as well, because you're using their trophies system. So
Yeah, definitely.
like it will get a lot more people into actually playing the game as the developers want you to play it, rather than just playing multiplayer, just playing campaign, just playing zombies, etc.
Yeah, without doubt.
But going over to zombies, I know there hasn't been like much leaked, but do you think it will?
I reckon the zombies will be sick because it's going to be like the classic sort of World at War, you know, feel, isn't it? And it.
Do you think it will live up to the others though?
I don't know.
I mean, there hasn't been much leaked before.
Sorry. Look at me drop on his ass.
Someone else change over?
Look at me fucking drop on his fucking air assassination bitch.
What do you have to change over? What do you have to change?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
wait, how do
zombies? Like when they put in the Zombie Chronicles for Black Ops 3, I thought that was a great idea. I don't know about you, but bringing back the old zombies maps.
Yeah, that was good. The one thing I didn't really like about it though is that, you know, I guess it is a DLC, so it's gonna be paid for, but I felt like it was a bit excessive. Like you think about it, the multiplayer.
It's definitely too expensive. Well too expensive.
Because like I'm pretty sure the other DLCs are like 12 quid, 15 quid, and then that's like that's like £10 more. You know, and I mean, fair enough, it is zombies, and you know, it's like you get all the content, I guess, like you get all the DLCs and shit.
I mean, what was there, 12 maps? So it's quite a lot.
Yeah, it was 8, I think.
Shit.
Still, like, I'm really looking forward to it because I used to play World at War quite a lot. Me and Kendall, still now and Idiot plays, but we used to play that quite a lot. And the Nazi zombies, and we used to play that for hours on end. We weren't really multiplayer back then. We were more zombies, just like you know, Grizzly James is at the moment. But I hope it does sort of
like live
back
up to the standard.
That style of play, because I loved
the World War style of play was the best style. Like it was simplistic. Like there wasn't too much stuff going on.
Yeah,
it was literally like perks, and then what do you call it? The Pack-a-Punch machine came on like a DLC or two later.
Yeah.
But like that was the best. Like it was just simple. There wasn't like overpowered guns in it. Like it was literally just simple.
That's
good
when
fun.
Call of Duty was good, wasn't it? Because it's nice and simple.
Yeah, I honestly prefer it. That's why I'm glad it's going back to like boots on the ground. But I just hope the zombies do as well, because they're zombies. I don't know if they have a separate team for zombies, don't they? Like they seem to just be getting crazier and crazier over the years.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit weird now.
Like maybe they should just get a new team to just understand simple.
Well, I think the team that work at Treyarch do the best zombies. Like I think that's for sure. Like you gotta be in mind though that this like Sledgehammer team, they've only been really working with like jets and shit. Like, you know, they've been working like the movement, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like, you know, the classics or like World of War zombies. Like it's probably going to have its own little tweaks. Like Juggernaut's probably not going to be called Juggernaut. It's probably going to be called like, you know, fucking Buff Health or some shit.
All I'm asking for is no gobblegum. I know
Yeah.
that's Treyarch's idea, but that's all I want.
Yeah, it was a terrible
If-
idea though.
None of that.
I actually,
I think it just ruined it, you know?
yeah, it did,
Keep
because
the perk, like, well, I don't know about Perkaholic, like, keep that as, you get to a certain round and then you automatically get Perkaholic or something, so you get to run 30 odd and you automatically get Perkaholic, but I don't know about...
I just didn't
The
really like the
gobblegums just
gobblegums
need to
in
go.
general, because I just felt like, I don't know how to explain it, it just didn't really feel like I used them that lot. Like,
Right.
I didn't really use them at all. Like, you know, I just didn't really understand them half the time, and I just kept going back to
Yeah.
perks like that, because, you know, that's the classic shit. So, like, yeah.
I still don't even like the disposable aspect of them. I think if you're going to like people spend money buying like the gobblegum stuff. Like,
find
people
it
actually
pointless.
spend money on that, and the fact that it's disposable just blows my mind. Like, that shows that their system is literally just to make them more and more money, but we get nothing in return. Like, nothing good in return, that's for sure.
Again, it's sort of a pay to win again, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
in
pay
order-
to win because people are just buying
order to get
like
to a-
gobblegum.
High zombies round, you don't need it, but it's better to have the gobblegum such as Perkaholic, isn't it? Because then you can
Yeah, for sure.
actually, you know, get to those high rounds a lot easier than training all the time. Because then it'll get a bit boring, won't it? I mean, Perkaholic, you can actually shoot them because you have the perks, and once you pack a punched it, etc.
Also,
See, that's
bit
the
off
thing though, I
topic.
prefer training. Like, I actually prefer it the old way. Like, people, you know, you just have one person training and the rest of your team, like, focus firing headshots on them.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy it a lot more like that.
For some reason, Jammy's blip isn't appearing for me. Nice one. You weren't. No, but like his little red like dot wasn't appearing for me. Like it was just
Because
running
he's
around.
just changed to Vanguard, I'd say.
Yeah,
I've
it's
got,
'cause I'm invisible.
No. You were like you didn't have to blip the whole time.
I've got Sorvids on my stream at the moment, listening, and he's like, he hopes World War II is going to be more like Black Ops 2 Zombies.
I did enjoy Black Ops 2 Zombies. Do you
was
know
good.
something? Do you know something I actually really enjoyed?
Right.
Did anyone play Black Ops 2 Zombies?
Yes.
You know the
Yeah,
grief
yeah, I
mode.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember grief? Like you know the sort of like 4v4. I actually enjoyed that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an actually really good concept. Like, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see like. Actually, I was just gonna say like, imagine if they put the player limit a bit higher to maybe like 6. But I'm like, nah. I think they'd keep it to the straight 4-player sort of.
He's saying now he prefers the more packed maps, if you know what I mean. So bunched together maps. So he's saying like Origins and MOTD and stuff like that. Just nice and clumped together, so it's more close quarters, so you can train easier, I'm gonna guess. But
Yeah.
he was saying there's Gobblegum in Black Ops 3, but Infinite Warfare used a similar sort of style with Gobblegum with cards apparently. I mean, I didn't play the game,
card,
but-
like, yeah, I've seen that.
So I hope they're not going to carry it on for the third COD doing that, but
Honestly, I just hope they take it out. Like, just leave it out. It does not need to be in the game.
I mean, I play
Honestly, doesn't.
zombies a lot more then. You know what I mean,
Yeah, so would I. Maybe after I get to after I get to max prestige, but
yeah.
Also, just like to bring one thing up. In this game's like sort of zombies thing, do you know? You remember the first map, the Shadows of Evil shit?
Yes.
I didn't really like that, to be honest. I don't think. I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't really feel like zombies because you have all this like
the
weird shit.
Black Ops 3, Shadows of Evil.
Yeah. Shadows of Evil, like in this game.
I didn't really enjoy that.
because there was like, it wasn't actually just zombies, was it? It was more like just, well, there was zombies obviously, but there was like flying shit, that three-headed thing. Like, what was that? Like, you know, that
I
didn't really find that enjoyable. But the giant I enjoyed thoroughly, because obviously that is like sort of classic, you know, World of War like feeling. That is actually a really good map.
Yeah.
And obviously when they brought back the sort of Black Ops 1 original ones and like the Black Ops 2 Origins and World of War and all that shit, I felt like those maybe should have, like, maybe not in the original game, but I feel like there should have been more zombies maps, because the only ones you got at the start really were Shadows of Evil and the Giant, weren't there? That was about it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think...
I mean... Go on.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Black Ops 1 only had Kino and 5, wasn't it? Was that the only one?
Yeah.
Which I thought were fine.
Wait,
Kino
Black
was
Ops
a
2,
sick
you
map.
say?
No, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
Apparently the game modes downloaded didn't transfer over.
Right.
Yeah, so like, I think those maps were good because you actually got two maps, but in this game, if you didn't get like the hardened edition or whatever the fuck it's like the deluxe, you didn't get the giant. So the only map you got was Shadows of Evil, which, like I said, isn't.
It's pointless. Like, you cannot release a zombies with one map to choose from. So literally, you have to play that one map.
Especially a map that's really, like, it's probably not a really bad map. Like, there's probably are people that thoroughly enjoy it, and that's fair enough, that's your opinion. But it just, I don't know, it felt disconnected. It didn't feel like zombies. It sort of felt like the, do you remember COD Ghost with the extinction shit? That's what it felt like. It didn't...
I hated that.
I mean, it was fun at the start, obviously, but then it was like, this is not really that fun anymore. And then, like, it sort of just, it was that one map, that one off, and then it just sort of disconnected. I mean, there probably is some, like, lore and, like, you know, backstory to why that's a map. Which there probably is, to be honest. There probably is a lot of fucking lore in it. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a bit unnecessary, especially when they released, like, the Eisendrache, or how you pronounce it, because that featured the original characters, if you know what I mean. Like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just make them the original, like, starting map with those characters.
Right. Yeah. But
Here we go, lads. We're on the 2v2 now.
Right.
Right on.
Yeah. I was gonna say as well, like, I'm hoping they do more than one map, or if they do one map, it's going to be like an actual decent map. Like, it's not going to be like, you know, with all this like flying shit. I'm just hoping it's just, you know, classic sort of zombies. And to be honest, it's Sledgehammer, so they don't own, like, I don't think they can use like things like Juggernog. So it'd be kind of interesting see what they do in that sort of aspect, if you know what I mean. Like perks and shit like that. And Pack Punch, for example, like, are they going to do something like they did in Advanced Warfare, where it was like, you got like marks of weapons, didn't you? And it was like better each time you did it.
Yeah. I know, but
dude, they'll definitely have one map for the zombies for a release.
For definite, yeah.
100%. They've done that on every single game of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they've definitely.
Black Ops 2 they didn't. They had transit in one other.
Oh wait, what do you mean?
Really, on the release?
Yeah, on release.
No. Opinions on transit.
Wasn't it released with a DLC though? Isn't that why?
No, I think the original maps for Black Ops, it wasn't really, they weren't really maps. It was like Transit was the main one, obviously. That was like the main sort of like zombies thing. But I'm pretty sure you had Town Barn, or like Farm, whatever the fuck it's called. Town Barn. Or Farm, fuck it, I keep getting it wrong.
Right.
And then you had Transit, but Transit like sort of had all those maps in one.
Yeah.
So Transit was pretty much just showing off all the maps for a start, and then if you say thoroughly enjoyed one area of that map, you can then play it by itself, which I actually enjoyed Town. I think that's my favourite map in Black Ops 2.
Oh, mine was by far Transit. I played the hell out of that.
Jamie just killed me. Team killed.
Like, Transit was... I don't know about you, but Transit was quite a hard map to play.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it at all, but like, you know,
Like you had to get all the parts and stuff like that, but it was a lot of people just took the bus, stopped, and then stayed where they mystery box was, camped there until the bus came round, and then died on like round 15, 16. That's what a lot of people ended up doing.
Also, I didn't really understand like the buildables and shit in that game. Like, I mean, now I do. Like, I reckon with Black Ops 2, the zombies maps got better as they went on. Like, you know, I think the best map
So
is
they
still.
should.
I think the best one was Mob of the Dead by like hands down. Mob of the Dead was such a good.
It was a great map.
What was I stuck on?
It was a great map.
Like, I don't know, the whole just like it just felt like good to play. The map was nice. There were a few areas that were like a bit, you know, can I train here or nah? But like I felt like
Mob of the Dead was a really good map.
yeah. Also,
Really was a good map.
I enjoyed Buried as well because it sort of added different elements to the like zombies, like the whole ghost. You know, if you get touched by it, you lose points. Like you need a bit more strategy there, which I sort of liked. But
Yeah.
I
mean,
that's like the furthest I think it will go. Hopefully, anyway.
I mean, I didn't play loads of what's it? What did you say it was? Ghost?
No, Buried.
Buried, that's it.
Doing a geech.
It's an intense moment right now.
This is intense.
It just went quiet.
Legit, this isn't a podcast anymore. This is a fucking scrim.
Oh.
What if Kai dies to like the map boundaries? That'd be quite funny.
Sorry, you can one-shot someone in the leg, but you can't one-shot someone in the chest.
What? I don't know. There we go. Alright,
Dude,
anyway.
I hit Marcus you 3 times in that round. Are you serious?
Right. So, wait, we were talking about zombies, weren't we?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope they do it right. Like, do it justice. Don't do like an Advance or Infinite War. I mean, actually, Infinite Warfare is not too bad. The zombies in there aren't bad, but you know, could be
I
better.
mean, Ollie, this could be good news for you.
What do you mean?
The guy called Jason Blundell, yeah, I got sort of the stream still watching.
Jason Blundell, yeah.
He said Mob of the Dead might be getting a remaster.
Oh shit, when was this? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because it wasn't in Zombies Chronicles, so...
That was a map everyone wanted as well. Big Jace Blundell, love the guy. Yeah, he's the guy that like is the main guy at Treyarch who does all the zombies and shit.
Yeah, so if that comes, then I think a lot of people will come back and play.
To be honest, I hope they just give it a discount, to be honest, because I would actually buy it, because, you know, playing those maps again would be fucking so fun. Like, just to do again. What else were we going to talk about? Oh yeah, the competitive. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Definitely.
Let's kick us off. Go on, Kai, kick us off, man.
I'm so keen for that. Like,
Yeah.
like the second they announced that it was going to be competitive for World War II, I was literally like,
But they haven't
I'm ready.
actually officially, you know...
they did on the AMA.
Did they?
Yeah,
Well-
and I also saw a video the other day with a load of the pros that had been helping them
Yeah.
build it.
Yeah, that's the
So-
thing I was about to talk about, like,
It's
when
not
I
been
first...
like, you know, like overlaid on the game or whatever, saying like it's been announced, but it has been announced by them.
I was gonna say, because the reason I like started to bring it up like ages ago is because there was like a leak, or no, it wasn't a leak. It was more like, I guess, like a pun. You know Michael Condrier, like the main guy at Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
He put a tweet up saying, I don't know what he said. I think he said something, and he put like he pretty much spelled out ranked play. I believe what it was called in Advanced Warfare anyway. So everyone was like,
Right.
"Oh, there's gonna be comp in this game," like, you know. And I think he was thanking one of the pros that were said to be like helping them.
Yeah.
So it just sort of like made everyone think, "Oh, there's gonna be like some sort of ranked or like competitive." And
It was sort of like they were in a jigsaw puzzle from social media tweets and shit like that.
yeah, and people are thinking it's gonna be like sort of classic Advanced
Yeah.
Warfare sort of like League play,
Yeah.
where it's like
that shit was amazing. Sorry.
so like you know you get like different tiers like bronze, silver, and all that shit. Nice tomahawk, by the way. Anyway, how the fuck did the flashbang get me from there? Are you mad? Anyway,
But yeah. Anyway.
so like actually I don't know if you know about the new Rocket League update. To get like the rewards now, you have to get like 12 wins, and then you go from bronze to silver. But that's just for the rewards. That doesn't affect like your rank. So people are really pretty pissed about that, because if you get like Grandmaster and like your placements, you're gonna have to play like 50 games and get 50 wins just to get that reward that you should have got in the first place.
Yeah.
So you know that's kind of annoying, but I think it's gonna be roughly the same here. But instead of the rewards, obviously you get the rank itself. And say if you're in like silver 4 or some shit, I don't know.
But I mean, it should be interesting. Destiny and Marvel too. Whatever,
Straight in your fucking head. Anyway,
whatever happens.
so yeah,
But,
like
go on.
I was gonna say, like I was saying, if you're in silver, you'll need like 3. Say if you're in like the top tier of silver, you'll need like 3 wins to rank up again to gold and like so on. So that's what people are thinking it's gonna be. But yeah, you were saying, Reese?
I
Right.
pray it's going to be like that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Definitely. If it is, it'd be sick, wouldn't it?
But like, they should do what League do and give like a ranked border every season that you
Right.
finish. So like on League, if you hit like gold,
Fucking bin
basically is if you hit gold or higher, you get a border. I think they even do it
Yeah.
for silver now. Like, and silver's literally like you have to have your eyes closed to be in silver. But like you have like a gold border when you go into any game, or like you have a diamond border or a platinum border, just so people can see like what tier you're in. And it's like if you get a diamond border, like it's pretty decent achievement.
Yeah, as I say,
Like,
you
people
what,
get
like,
load
that
so-
of trash.
Do you mean like something to like
Yeah.
show off your rank in a sense?
Yeah, man, like a reward for actually playing ranked. Otherwise, there's literally no point unless you're like trying to go pro.
I guess like how Overwatch do it then, like you know the whole golden guns shit, like you know
Yeah.
to be able to get golden guns, you're either gonna have to get like a decent rank straight off the bat and get enough competitive points, or you're gonna have to like play quite a few seasons, which you know that means like you know you either if you're good enough then you can probably get a golden gun each fucking season, which you know that's fair enough. If you put in the hours and you put in like the effort, then you know you're gonna get rewarded. So I guess in that sense that'd be kind of cool, and like maybe they could just give you that sort of like gear, I guess. If no, I mean like I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to see like you know how like you got like the little prestige icon and shit. Maybe they could do something with
Right, yeah.
that. Maybe like near your name you could have like say if you reached I don't even know what the fucking tiers are gonna be, but I'm guessing gold's gonna be one. If you
Yeah.
say come like gold 3, it'll appear next to your name. Like say like season
Yeah,
fucking.
that would be so much better. Like if they did a system like that. The one at the minute is pretty lackluster, and it like does not reward skill whatsoever.
Yeah, and also they could do like I guess they could do like an Overwatch sort of thing where you get rewards at the end of the season depending on where you placed. That'd be kind of
Oh,
cool.
it's the same with Rocket League as well.
Yeah, like
So-
why don't they do like a cache or like 4 caches that are like of different rarity for like depending on what rank you've come.
oh, so like
Like
crates. I
if
guess.
you hit like diamond, you'd literally get like a diamond crate with like the highest level stuff in it. Like why? That would be really cool.
That'd be-
Yeah.
And a border. But you could
Right.
literally get like an exclusive like. The way League used to do it is every season there's a skin. There's a skin released as a reward,
Yeah.
and it's different every single season. It's for a different champion. So like
Huh.
if you've gone gold or higher, everyone gold or higher, like gold for a lot of people is like a big achievement anyway. So if you get gold or higher, like you get that skin at the end of the season and you get your border.
Yeah.
So like you never have the same skin, and it's actually like a reward for playing ranks.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be
actually
kind of cool.
good. Like if they could do it with like crates though, so it's random.
That'd be quite cool, yeah. I see you
Quick
active
tip.
camo, bitch.
Have a fucking flash! Oh, you have fucking attack thing.
I wonder how competitive's going to work with the division thing though, because like you know,
I
the
was going
ban
to say
system-
that. And there's no creator class now, so and not every person will have their own individual class. It's going to be a.
Yeah, I wonder what the ban system's going to be like now, or even if they're even going to have one.
I was so confused where you went.
like
you go. Oh, the dark scope though. Get me in face. I just had a really good idea what they could do. Going off your like league thing, Kai. Instead of getting like maybe, you know, you said you got like a skin for each like character, a different character each like season.
Every season,
Yeah.
They could do it. So like, I'm guessing the new sort of operator, you know, what the fuck they called in this. Is gonna have like a different sort of like look to the rest. So it'd be kind of cool, like
yeah,
maybe,
like, just a different cosmetic for it, kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah. So like
You not push
maybe
too hard.
each season you get like, say if you get gold, you get like a nice one for like say like the sniper. So you get like a certain cosmetic for the sniper, and then the next season if you get like diamond or whatever the fucking tiers are gonna be, you get one for like gunner. That'd be kind of cool. Like maybe a headpiece,
Yeah.
or like I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Soon. And they could even like, if they're feeling nice and generous, two of them together, so they can have like a headpiece and a crate or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Wait, why is it not ended?
I don't know.
It's like
Oh.
Because you killed us too quickly. I wonder if they're going to have like a tactical insertion in the game. That's what I miss about COD.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe they could just go back to the old, like, what could it be though? Like, what could be the sort of like look of it? Because were flares a thing?
The old tax.
Like, you know, the hand flares.
Wait,
if you know
World
what
War
I mean.
II? Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I
Flares
guess
were, yeah.
they could just do that.
Yeah, they could just have flares. But, like, they had flares in. They're pretty much flares in Modern Warfare 2. Like, they. Oh god. They need to put it back in the game, I think.
Sorry, I just got fucking. That was the no scope, legit. That's fucking filth. I need to save that clip.
And was tactical
Mm.
insertions. Like, I'm pretty sure that the rule set at the time actually allowed that. And it made
Oh,
things
really?
like a lot of fun. Yeah, because then you can't spawn kill. And like it opens the play up a lot more. So that actually, I don't know. I think that's like, if they were to put that in the game, it would be a lot more exciting.
Would be kind of cool. Also, have you seen the like? I was gonna say, have you seen the whole? I think it's for the gunner class or one of like the sort of like light gunner. I don't even know what they're called, infantry or some shit. You can now like equip and take off suppressors, which, to be honest, I think that's a pretty decent sort of thing.
What,
Like-
while you're like on the move?
Yeah, you can take it off if you want, and then say if you're like, I mean, I guess if you're close to a kill streak and you're like, oh, I don't want to be spotted, you can just slam it on, and then, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a thing in this game. Maybe suppressors. I mean, I guess so. What's the
I
point?
almost feel like that would be really broken if you could just just take it on and off. I think that'd be really broken because everyone will have it on their gun then. Because you'll keep it on, you'll get, I don't know, 10 kills, then, well, like 5 kills in most people's cases, and then, you know, you put it on, and then continue your kill streak, and no one can see you on the map.
Yeah, I'm just thinking as well. What are like? Oh fuck! What, you know, like the in this game you got the pick 10 class sort of like thing. Do you think they're gonna do something like that? Like you can just completely take off your weapon and just run like, I don't know, a fucking shovel, or do you reckon it'll be like back in like Modern Warfare 2 days where you have to have a primary, secondary, perk 1, perk 2, tactical lethal.
Hmm.
Because that'd be kind of interesting. Because there'll
Yeah,
probably be,
pretty interesting.
if that is a thing, there's probably gonna be quite a few classes where it's just like, you know, bare bones or like one M1 grand, and then you got like a fuck ton of perks or some shit. Like I mean, I hope they go back to so that you have to have primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, pack 1, pack 2, pack 3.
Yeah.
But I don't
If
know.
it goes back to it, yeah, that'll balance the game more though.
Yeah, because
I literally never run like half the perks I should run. I never run any tactical, no secondary, like I don't run any of it.
yeah, because it just sort of in this game especially, it just sort of feels like you don't live long enough to use like a secondary or like even grenades and shit. Like, you know, you the main sort of way you're getting kills is from the gun itself.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me or whatever, but that is literally how I play this game.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're a hardcore player as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just found out that on Zombie Chronicles, the M1911 and the AK-47U is well, it's arrived on PC.
Oh yeah.
So the M1911 is going to be like the handgun used in almost every map, and
Probably
it will
the
be on
starting one, yeah.
console by Wednesday-ish.
Nice.
So that could be a potential stream, etc. Or just something to talk about.
Oh yeah, just another thing about like the pistols and shit in the new game. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen like the clips where the guy sort of, I don't know how to explain it. He sort of uses the dual wield.
Yeah.
I can't
What sort?
use any of my weapons.
Yeah, you have to use a stock one for some reason.
What sort of attachments do you reckon they're gonna be?
Hello, Mr. Bandside.
Or attachments.
Yeah,
What,
because
for World
obviously
War
they're
II,
not gonna
or-
have something like a. Actually, no, they could do a grenade launcher. I'm pretty sure there is a grenade launcher, isn't there?
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm just thinking though, like, what sort of sights as well? Because I doubt it's gonna be anything like hollow sight, reflex, like, you know.
Oh, it'll be old.
I reckon it'll just
From
be
what
like.
I've seen, the sights look really good.
I reckon the iron sights are
They
pretty
do
clean
look
as
good, I
well.
think.
I'm just thinking as well, like, on snipers, do you reckon there's gonna be some like? I reckon the attachments they're probably gonna have. There's probably gonna be some sort of like fast mag variant. That's, you know, it's not actually gonna be like sort of like a clip on the end of it, but it would just mean like, oh, you get like a 50% or whatever fucking percentage bonus speed in reloading or some shit, which to be honest I think would be pretty cool. And you know, it's not really breaking anything, is it? Because, you know, you could just say it's just fast hands, I guess. Another thing, actually, I hope you don't mind me talking about, is there's gonna be no apparently there's gonna be no co-op campaign, which there's like a perfect opportunity for a co-op campaign in this game. Like, think about it, you're supposed to be with your squad the whole campaign. If you made that shit co-op, that'd be so. I'd probably actually enjoy the campaign.
I mean, yeah. Was Black Ops 3 the first campaign they did co-op, like, for a while?
Yeah, I believe so. Anyway.
So yeah, if they brought it back, I don't see why they wouldn't.
No, but apparently it was said they haven't done it like at all.
No,
Like,
dude, I saw it on the AMA and they haven't done it. Even
like,
though they've got like the perfect opportunity to.
yeah, just like, you know, there's gonna be so many opportunities where it's like, are you with like
You're lagging
your
really
squad?
I know. Yeah.
Like, it just sort of made sense, but apparently it's not. So unless it comes up in like maybe
It's going to
DLC.
be you in a squad of 3, basically playing campaign, but the squad is all AI, which does not make any sense. Like, why would you do that?
That's the point. You want to play with your friends, don't you? Like,
It seems to me like they're just not putting the effort in.
I think they're just focusing on like the main things we want. So like the boots on the ground, obviously getting rid of the movement, that sort of shit. Yeah, it's not hard, but like, I don't know. I reckon they're maybe focusing more on zombies and like, you know, sort of multiplayer more
Yeah, I
now.
think they focus on zombies too much, though, if I'm honest.
I'm just hoping it'd be
Focus on
worth it if they have, focused a bit much on it.
I honestly reckon, like, if they focus less on zombies, it might be more simplistic. Therefore, like, I might actually want to play it.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Because it's just always, I just find it always too complicated, zombies, if I'm honest.
Well, a lot of people don't play it.
That's
Isn't it?
Kai. You on that?
What was that, mate?
Someone just asked about an emblem, and I'm pretty sure it's relating to yours.
Oh, right. Yeah, if you don't know, it's Kaneki Ken out of Tokyo Ghoul.
Go on.
Yeah, there you go. He just said that.
Reese, mate, watch that. That was a fucking nosk. I might save that clip as well. Sorry.
So much else to talk about, man, or?
Yeah, score streaks.
Oh yes, score
Score
streaks.
streaks.
Apparently the score streaks aren't really that hard unless you don't get scored that much. Like the lowest one, or the
That's my
highest one.
point. Score streaks.
No, but have you basically? Do you remember the old system where you could carry them over?
No.
Oh what? So you got like 2?
Yeah, I can't remember what game it was they put on, but there was one. It was like you could put support score streaks on.
Oh, Modern Warfare 3. Modern
But you
Warfare
can
3.
carry them over. It's not like that, but it's like you can carry them over, but you get them at a lower rate when you get a kill. So
Yeah.
like you can carry them over, but you get less score from kills.
Oh, I get what
So
you mean.
basically, like bad players will probably be able to get like, I don't know, what would be considered like, I don't know, a flipping airdrop now, like care package, like over time without while they're dying basically. Whereas like it still rewards good players because they can have the normal version on,
Yeah.
but they'll get it at like a higher rate
Oh. Okay.
because
So
they've got the normal one on. So like one is you basically have on where you don't
it rewards
die.
shit players, in other way. Well, it was.
Yes, no, but like I think it's balanced. Like, because I'm a pretty decent player at COD. Like when it comes to getting score streaks, so I'll have the one for if I die,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I will get the score streaks like easier because than the people that have it like where it carries over. If that makes any sense, like I don't
Yeah, that does.
really know how
That
to
does make
explain it.
sense.
So like, it carries over for people that aren't that good at getting them, and for people that are good at getting them, it won't carry over, but you'll get it at like the real rate that you're supposed to get it at.
Fair enough.
Which I actually think is like a really good idea, because like, finally, some people that are trash on my team might be able to call a UAV in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose.
Just like, I've literally, majority of games, I'll call like flipping 8 UAVs in, and no one on my team calls one in. It gets stupid.
But you say that, that'll work in the enemy's favour as well, wouldn't it? So
Oh, yeah.
one game you might be getting, like 40 kills, something like that, but if everyone's getting a UAV, then it's gonna decrease your chance of getting those higher kills and score sheets.
Yeah, yes and no. I've seen some of the divisions look really broken. Like one of them is literally like having like a continuous ghost on, but it's like a continuous ghost with the fact that you know how like in this game if you've got ghost on and you're standing still, you're revealed.
Yeah.
This is like a continuous ghost.
Oh, fair enough.
Like that kind of shit will be like I don't know. It looks proper broken, I think.
Should we move on to the final thing, the game modes?
Oh, hold on. One final thing. What I was going to say, with the score streaks, you say, you know how like it's 13,000 is the max one on there.
Well, 1300, yeah.
Yeah, 1300. Yeah. That's the max one that you can get on World War II. I reckon they're going to up them. I reckon they're going to make it.
I hope so, yeah, because didn't they do it in this game as well? Like the Cerberus was originally like.
Yeah, they've done it in like nearly every card. Like they've had them really low, and then like when people have actually played the game, they've been like, oh, we're going to have to up these because they're too easy to get. Like 1,300, well, 1,300 is like well too low, I think. That's a wraps. I get like 2 wraps a game at the minute. Like, that's too easy
Yeah.
for the highest one.
That is pretty
Like,
easy, to be honest.
1700's pretty good. I mean, 20 kills will be pretty cool, I think. I was going to ask you about, do you think there'll be like a nuke or something in that in the game? So
No.
once you get 30 kills, it'll work.
There might be like some
Yes.
sort of like, you know, in this game you got the nuclear sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, the calling card. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want about like a DNA bomb or a Moab or something like that.
I don't
No,
think so.
definitely
It wouldn't really fit the I don't think it'd fit the game, to be
Well,
honest. Well, I
It would
mean,
fit World War II, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
it wouldn't fit the game.
cheeky train going by. That's podcast train.
Choo-choo.
That train's gonna go through every single fucking podcast. I'm making it now. I'm making that
train-
prediction.
Train.
Been
So-
Taking the trash out.
it's the Polar Express.
So, are we gonna make a prediction then that the score streaks will be up then? We should start making some predictions on
Yeah.
this.
I honestly reckon, yeah, I predict they're going to get upped at least to 1.7, at least to 1,700.
Especially if
Yeah.
like, isn't the like the biggest score streak supposed to be something like a fucking chopper gunner like looking thing?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like a massive aerial bombardment kind of thing.
Is it?
So like Rolling Thunder then.
Yeah, but it's like continuous.
Shit.
Oh, like a strafe run.
If you've even
Yeah,
like a
it's that
bomber
kind of
type
thing, dude. Like a massive strafe run.
Oh, fair enough.
But I don't think they. I actually don't think the score streaks look that great, if I'm honest.
I hope for that low of a score they're not going to be too like, you know, used, if you know what I mean. Like they're not going to be like the sort of thing like you rely on to get most of your score. I hope. Because obviously, you know, if 1,300, like I'm pretty sure I can get 1,300 if I like play right.
Yeah,
There's
like,
a way
that's
they can-
super low.
There's a way they can balance it if they put the score streaks
Well,
at a lower
dude,
score.
if they made, right, they could keep the score, but they could make kills worth 50 instead.
I was about to say that. I was literally, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, like, don't know.
But you're saying that that'll make ranking up a hell of a lot harder, unless they make the XP to gain lower, like cut it in half.
Or
Like now it's
actually,
about 30,000 XP in it. It's 30, 40. Up.
yeah, it's
I
quite a
honestly
bit.
don't think the XP should be based on score, though.
I have a sort of alrightish idea, I guess, for the score streaks thing we were just on about. Like, you know, Reese was just saying make it 50. How about
Yeah.
instead, like, you know how you can get like score from other score streaks and that sort of shit. Like that's what made like the whole Harrier strike, fucking chopper gun and nuke so easy to get.
Oh, I used to love that.
Yeah.
That
Instead
was
of
the
doing
best
that, maybe the whole score streaks, maybe they could just not go back exactly to like kill streaks, but maybe from the score like you get kills, assists and all that sort of shit, not like objective things, but instead just actual score streaks, like, you know, score you get from kills or assists, like I was just saying, instead. And then that means, you know, you got to play a bit differently to actually get said score streak, you know, instead of like, you know, to be fair, it's pretty easy to get like a fucking UAV quite quickly on this game, because think about it, it's like a B capture, like 3 kills, probably not even that. If you're on the point, that's like 2 kills and a capture.
Yeah, literally. But, well, or if you play how I do, like, you always have, like one kill less for a score streak kind of thing.
Yeah.
On,
Yeah,
and like
so
combat
anti-up.
focus. You literally
combat.
need like 1 cap and a kill. That's it.
Yeah, that like, I feel like that's way too easy. But then again, it is quite a low score streak, but if you get that, imagine how many UAV assists you're going to get. That builds up over time. I mean, it's only 25,
Yeah.
but like think about it, if you get 5, then that's an extra, like, what, fucking
UAV
125?
assists are well worth, I find. Like, I've had raps because of a UAV assist.
Exactly, like, maybe they could change it so you only get a score from, like, actual kills or assists, for example, like, kill assists, I mean, not, like, UAV assists and shit. So then it makes it a bit harder, but not, like, impossible. Or maybe they could just go back to the classical kill streaks, where, like, to be honest, I preferred that, to be honest, because, you know, it's sort of...
What the old kill streaks like?
Yeah, so, like, you know, 3...
dogs and...
Well, no, I don't mean that, I mean, like, you know, instead of getting score, you'd get, to get, like, the fucking highest one, you need, like, a 15 kill streak, for example.
Oh, kills, not the actual score itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, is there dogs in this?
That would certainly work in my favour. Like, I'd much rather it be like that.
Yeah. Because you could get, like, proper sort of cheese, you know, fucking... Yeah, some guy that might not be doing as good could probably easily get something like a fucking... What's like a mediocre streak on this game? Like Cerberus? To be honest, if you can get 4 kills
like
captured...
Hellstorm or a lightning strike.
Yeah, like, to be fair, it's not even that hard if you're playing the objective, which, to be fair, does make it seem like, you know, if you want to get the decent score streaks, go for the objective and shit like that. Like, yeah. I don't know, I preferred it when it was kill streaks, like actual, you know, kills to get the kill streaks.
When it actually revolves around kills, it's so much better, like, hands down.
Definitely.
Actually, like, reward people that aren't shit. Like, it actually rewards people that aren't kids, basically. Just putting that one out there. Now, like, any old person can get a Serb. Literally, you can get a Serb with your eyes closed. Cap 2 points, you got a Serb.
Pretty much, especially if you got, like, combat focus as well.
Yeah. I honestly think, like, you should abuse, like, anti-up and combat focus. Like, it's in the game. Like, why would you not use it?
Yeah, that's it. But
yeah, so should we move on to, like, the game modes?
Yeah, can do.
So, obviously, well, actually, you might. Have you seen the new War game mode? Well, it's not. Actually, I guess it is new because it's different to the World of War one. But in World of War, there was a game mode called War, but it was more like just. If you imagine Momentum from Advanced Warfare, that's what it was like.
Yeah.
Reese, you campy fuck.
Like. That is disgusting, Reese. I reckon it's like they've just taken it off of Overwatch, if I'm honest. That's what it looks like from me.
I still think it could be good though. Like, I don't think it will be as big as they hope it to be because it just doesn't really feel like, you know, classic Call of Duty. Like, that's probably what they're going for with this game. You know, go back to the basics, back to the roots. Like, that's what they said. But like, you know, I feel like this game mode will be, you know, pretty decent. But it will slowly, you know, lose hype as the game goes on because, you know, it's just going to get repetitive. I guess you can say, like, every other game is a bit repetitive, but, you know, in its own way it's not because, you know, you could be using a different gun, different teammates, different map, that sort of shit. Obviously, there will be a time where it starts, like, Team Deathmatch does get repetitive. That's where, like, you know, some of the other modes, you know, could be used. Like, Domination, for example, actually looks not too bad because I think the maps are pretty good. Like they look.
They're a good size for Dom. Definitely are a good size for Domination.
And I believe they said this War game mode is going to have its own like special maps. How the fuck are you alive? Yeah, they're going to have their own like sort of special, you know, maps. And it like. I don't know, the objectives seem cool, like, it's not a bad concept, it's not a shit game mode, like, you know,
I can never kill you because you're always lagging.
It does look pretty decent, but, like, I just feel like it'll lose hype quick because it's just going to be, like, the same. But, you know.
Like, I don't really care about that, if I'm honest. Like, I've watched it and it just looks a bit boring for me. Like, it literally looks to me like they're trying to be Battlefield. Like, I honestly just like, in my eyes, they should go back to having ground war, and they should go back to having sabotage and demolition.
I reckon they will do a ground war sort of thing.
Like, why did they take ground war out of the game, and why did they take, especially demolition? That's the one I'm maddest about. That
Demolition
was one of the
was
best game
sick.
modes. Like, fix spawns, S&D, as many lives as you want. Like, what is not to love about that? It was great fun. It was a lot more
Are you
competitive
serious,
than,
Rex?
it was a lot more competitive than what domination is. A lot more.
Oh, you fucking bitbag.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really play it that much, but
And I hope they put it back into hardcore as well.
Yeah, I reckon they'll do a
I want-
hardcore game mode.
I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but did anyone else enjoy the safeguard thing from Black Ops 3?
Nah,
No.
not really.
You didn't?
I
What
don't know.
about
It,
Uplink?
Uplink was right. I reckon.
I think it's a good laugh, but you can't incorporate it because there's no jumping.
That's
There's
what I was
no
thinking.
flying, is there?
Mm.
Maybe there's a... So if you're in a trench, there's a trench on either side, and you have to jump in the trench whilst you can the... Like, to actually
They
get it.
probably could find a way to
You could
implement
throw it in
it
the
in that
trench.
sort of era. That era. So like, yes, like you're saying, a trench or some shit. Then again, like, you could say that with like Hardpoint, for example, like, you know, going to like, I don't know, like some fucking no man's land, you know, hold the point, that sort of shit. But I don't know. I reckon it will be good. I just, you know, there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be like, you know, like the competitive, for example. I hope this new war mode isn't gonna be comp, because I don't know.
I agree with that. If that's comp, I'm not gonna enjoy it at all.
Or they could do something where like you can choose, you know, core, hardcore, war comp. If they did hardcore comp, that'd be sick, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what. I'm trying to think of like a COD where there might have actually been a hardcore comp, but I don't think there has been. But like, in my eyes, hardcore's always been more balanced than core. So why wouldn't they put a hardcore ranked in?
Yeah. Plus
Not
also,
sure.
I guess with the game modes and shit for like the comp, they're gonna have to be quite. Actually, it depends on the like how many players per team. Because if it's a 6-man, then they could really do more than anything, except for the war mode, obviously. But I don't know. If it's like 4, like it is in this game, it's probably gonna stick to the straight up like team deathmatch, you know, domination, hardpoint, capture the flag.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be kind of. I reckon they could easily do a ground war mode in this game, though. I reckon it will make an appearance. I think, ground war.
I reckon they should definitely put a ground war in it. It
I
makes
don't see
sense
why it
to.
wouldn't.
But I don't know. I don't really care as much about safeguard, or sabotage. But definitely, please, like, they must put demolition back in the game,
Demolition was sick, yeah.
and it fits it so well. I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I always remember playing demolition back in World at War.
I reckon a good sort of game mode would be, like, I guess you could say this is Hardpoint, but King of the Hill, or like something called like, I don't know, like Supremacy. Is that a fucking thing? Like,
Or like,
there's
I
one,
remember.
there's one
there
like
was one
Hardpoint
game-
spot.
Go on. No, go on.
I was gonna say there's like one hardpoint spot that's constantly there, and like hardpoint you get points, but maybe, you know, if you get kills on those points, then, you know, you get more points, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
It'd be really
fix
hard
spawns.
to implement though. You couldn't do fixed spawns because you'd end up with really bad spawn killing.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd have to do random, like you'd have to build a circular map, put it in the middle, and then
Some
use
guys fucking-
circular spawns.
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway. Like, you'd have to build a circular map, and it would have to be in the middle, and then random spawns around the outside of that map.
Mm.
That's like the only way to do that.
You could have like, instead of 2 teams, have like little baby teams of 4 or 6, and
Did you
then you
play
2 have
Halo?
got a.
Yeah,
No.
I played. Which one? Which one?
Free?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Halo 3. Yeah.
There was the mosh pit game mode
Oh yeah.
where I think it was like 4v4v4v4 or something like that. It was like
Oh
2v2v2.
yeah, or like squad deathmatch, and I don't know what game it is, but I think it might be Battlefield 4. But there's like a little, it's like
Yeah,
four, yeah,
Yeah,
like
it
you said,
is. Yes, it is.
that would be kind of cool
Four.
actually. But
But, like,
how would they?
COD used to have like Clan Wars. It was called like, I'm pretty sure it was called Clan Wars. It was literally just 4v4.
Yeah, it would.
And that used to be great. Like, bring that back. That was
Hmm.
actually one of the best game modes, I think, because it was like a mixture of like capture the flag. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like capture the flag, search, and something else.
It
Yeah,
was
that'd be-
CTF, Search, Dom, and Hardpoint, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty much like what
Fuck
Ryan is
me.
now.
Yeah. I remember there used to be an app and everything for it. I don't know if anyone remember doing
Oh,
that.
what, Call of Duty Elite? Remember that shit?
Oh, for fuck's
sort
sake.
of.
Like Modern Warfare 3, like S times. Where you could like, it'd be kind of cool if
Thank you, you're in your bag.
you know, there's like that whole fucking hell race. Go on. You know, there's like well, I think is there gonna be like clans in this game, like sort of like squads?
No. They've already said they're not
What?
putting clans back in the game.
That'd be such a good, like a squad of like, I don't know, 6 or you know, however many, and you get level ups and shit. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't bring clans back, actually. Like, why did they ever take it out of the game in the first place?
Hmm. I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you remember back in like Modern Warfare 3 where, say if you got a couple, like if you played the like your clan or some shit, and you got like a win, you actually got like quite a few like XP for your clan, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That'd
you
be-
like take over areas, didn't you? Like you take over different places.
Well, that's what's so good
Uh-huh.
about it.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a bit great, that.
Like, you know, if you got like a certain level, you could change like the color of your clan tag and shit like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great idea because it
Remember
sort
that.
of showed, like, you know, in the pre-game lobby, oh, this team's actually pretty good. They play quite a bit together. No,
Hmm.
I don't know. I thought
was
that
good
was a
fun.
really, yeah.
As long as they keep capture the flag in the game, I'm happy.
They have to
They
keep
will.
capture the flag.
Competitive. It's a competitive game, mate.
Plus, also, it's just a classic game mode, isn't it? Like, it's a game mode that everyone fucking wants and everyone loves.
Yeah, that's it.
So you know what? If there was like a game mode I wish they'd take out the game, it'd be TDM, without a doubt. But I
Really?
literally hate it. Yeah, it's literally built for like people with no brain, like random spawns.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. Literally, people just run around like headless chickens in that game mode. It's horrible.
That's what I used to play, but I'm different now.
Yeah, but like, I remember playing, like, when I first played with you, like, you're a much better player now than when I first played with you, after you
Yeah.
played hardcore capture the flag.
Mm.
Well, that's the thing, like, the difference between, like, a TDM player and, like, someone who actually plays, like, an objective game mode is, like, a big difference. Because you're not just running around like a headless chicken, like TDM players do.
Yeah.
You
I
literally
mean,
run around, like, with something in mind. Like, you actually run around knowing what you're doing.
now that we're playing this
Definitely.
right now, how do you think they're going to do a free-for-all game mode, or do you think they're not going to do something like that? Because that'd be kind of a weird thing to
will.
do.
They always see free for all. But
Holy shit, everyone's in this fucking room.
But yeah.
I think with free for all, they need to swap up a bit and not use fixed spawns for free for all.
Hey, what?
I suppose.
Everyone rocket launches
That's
only.
like, dude, if I jump into a free for all, like, I will. Like, I don't know the spawns because I don't play free for all. Like, I'll probably come top most of the time, but I haven't got a clue. Like, I literally get spawn killed by shitters
Yeah.
in free for all because they know exactly where the spawns are. Like, they know where all of the spawns are because they've played it so many times.
Hmm.
Like, they'll still
That's
lose,
it.
but that's not like the point. Like, just make the spawns random. Just make the spawns like TDM if you're going to have free-for-all in the game, I think.
Or you could, I guess, have like the idea of like maybe a free-for-all hardcore. That'd be kind of cool. That's not a thing already.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
That is a thing. Yeah.
I reckon that would fit quite well. Like,
It's
or
not very
just.
good, but
I reckon there could be like quite a realistic game mode in this like new one. Obviously, like maybe like no mini map, no HUD, or like no score streaks, just pure like yeah. Or maybe there could be like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but has anyone played For Honor or like heard of the sort of multiplayer in that game?
Yeah.
Well,
Have you
yeah, we made
like?
it.
Yeah, but at the end of the season, you get like rewards if you're like on the winning team. If you know what I mean. What would be kind of cool is I don't know where I'm going with this. Say like at the start of the game, you choose a team. Like say there's like I don't know what the team's going to be without offending someone. So like Allies Axis or some shit. I don't know. I mean, everyone's going to obviously probably choose Allies, but whatever. This is just a concept. Then you get like that sort of you get the points from that. If that makes sense. So like from the score you use, I don't know where I'm going with this. You get say like I don't know fucking loot drops, whatever they're fucking called in this game, supply drops.
Right.
Maybe that could be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but.
So what you're saying basically is you pledge your allegiance to a faction, like you do in For Honor, and then you get like rewards at the end of the season depending on who wins.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be kind of cool because that makes people want to play more and obviously win.
Yeah, it makes it more competitive as well.
Or instead of like having to be forced into like one of the teams, if, like the whole headshot challenge and shit like that on this game.
Yeah.
They do that like one of those say once a month, or say like once after every new season, and it gets you like I don't know, whatever the fuck, like I don't know 5 supply drops, and say the challenge is complete 100,000 or 100 million, domination games or some shit. I don't know. If you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate.
Reese has just tried and now, so he's got nothing to say.
Mate, I
Fucking
I
kill
don't know
yourself.
I don't know what you.
No, that would be a good idea though. I'd actually be up for that.
This map's bringing back bad memories.
How the fuck did I just get a hit marker? Are you serious?
What? Serious with your surveyor?
Oh,
Shotgun, bitch.
I guess that's mostly all the topics.
yeah, that's all. I think after this game we should wrap it up. This has been a good first podcast though. I think, personal opinion.
Oh, definitely.
Suck my ass. Oh. RPGs for the final 30 seconds.
Yeah. Fuck it. That's what I've been doing for the whole entire
the
fucking
biggest
game.
camper I've ever
How
played.
the fuck? Reese, suck my ass. Call me Daniel.
When you end the podcast, but you say "suck my ass," really?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh. Is that your outro there?
What just?
Suck my. It ended too quick. It's a little bit back. You
Right,
swear
Jamie, you can say
that
it now, mate. Jamie, you can say it
I
now.
ain't saying it now because it ended.
Say it now.
Suck my ass. Look at me, I tried to get out, I was like, shit, and then I just fucking, I was like, predict that shit. I love how he, like, has it, like, in both his hands, and he just fucking lobs that shit, like, whoosh. See you in a bit.
The fuck out of
Yeah, I think that was a
Reese,
good,
you went full camp in that one.
I
Mate.
think,
Just played decent game, mate.
you just played like a normal camping twat.
let's cut the hate, let's finish this before anything escalates.
Same time next week, yeah.
Same time
Yeah,
next
same
week.
time next-
what is the time? So, bro, we went 45 minutes over. We were talking for that long.
45 minutes over 45 minutes. Let's go.
That was pretty decent. So
That was decent.
that was a good podcast. Next
Yeah,
week,
it's a good podcast.
new shit to discuss. Probably same game modes in the background, you know, casual shit. Let's not
Yeah, we'll
let
think
Reese
some new
host this
stuff
time,
to,
yeah?
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Alright.
We'll think of some new stuff to discuss,
Mhm.
and
Cool.
see you next Monday.
See you next Monday.
See ya.
Cheers.
And the date is.
Yeah. And the date
The
is
date is Monday the 10th
Oh.
of July.
Or we
no,
can.
next week.
Do you know what-
17th next
Do you know
week.
what we could do actually? We could do a special. Have it on Tuesday. Stream the Destiny 2 beta in the background. Ooh.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah. I
Ooh,
agree.
bit of Crucible.
Do we
I
get a
agree.
special guest? We need
Right
special
on.
guests.
Where's Geach? Let's get Geach.
Special guest, Will Geach. I'm no gamer.
Jill Weech.
Oh wait.
Right. Bet you guys can't wait. Right. See you next Tuesday.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.